Missoula Housing Authority's Family Self-Sufficiency Program.
Before I was given the opportunity to be an FSS participant, I was a new resident with public housing. And at this point in time, I was in a marriage, and it had been 15 years. It had been a long time. And it was not probably the healthiest relationship that anybody could be in. But it was a really hard trying to figure out how to move out of the relationship with the children and with, financially and my small business. And as soon as I was moved into this house and had secure housing, and I just felt like all of a sudden I knew that I could do it on my own. And that's when I made the decision to just, end the marriage, move on. And while it was a hard time, obviously, that was exactly the same time when I entered the FSS program. So while I was moving out of and healing from a bad relationship, I was also starting the new journey both with FSS and with public housing, and really given the freedom to not have to worry so much financially and be able to focus on the business and the kids.
Troutman, and I am here to talk about my experience with the Family Self-Sufficiency Program at the Missoula Housing Authority. And I joined, I think, about a little over 3 years ago when I was a student at the university, a non-traditional student and a single mom with two teenage children. And I was in my last year of getting my Bachelor's of Social Work, and I moved into public housing, and I heard about it when I was moving in, and my housing coordinator just said, hey, this is a great program, you might really benefit from it, especially since I was looking into increasing my employment. And I kind of saw it as almost like an incentive to work, because I think a lot of people that are in public housing think, well, what's the point of working because my rent's just going to go up? And so it seemed like a great opportunity to not only get connected to more community resources and work on employment goals and other goals that lead to self-sufficiency, but also to have the opportunity to create a savings escrow account. I think FSS has impacted my family with probably the biggest way is supporting me in my goals for self-sufficiency. So really, it's given me a lot of hope, and if you kind of think about Maslow's hierarchy, like the bottom level is having those basic needs met, so housing, shelter, food, and then after those needs are met, employment. So I think having housing and having the support through FSS has really been huge for my kids to have that stability. We were in a situation before I was in FSS where we were moving around a lot, and my kids had to change schools a few times, and that was really tough on them. And since I've been in FSS, we've been in a stable place, and they've been able to stay in the same schools. And even though they're not really aware of FSS and how that's affected them, just having that support there has been really important for my kids. And I think they attended my graduations, and they know that I, about my educational goals and that I was able to achieve them. And they know that education is super important for our family, and they've seen me be able to get full-time employment. And so just having my kids see me reach my goals has been huge. And I think it's the support that's been given to me through the program has been instrumental in just offering them a stable place to live so that they can also reach their educational goals and, one day hopefully their employment goals as well.